Hey besties, welcome to Anna's Drawing Channel. I'm Anna from Anna's Drawing Channel, your second media artist, your animation artist, and your digital artist, and welcome. So today we're going to be talking about tracing. Is tracing cheating? Is tracing okay and not okay? But here's when it's not okay, and is it cheating? We're going to be talking about that in today's video for this piece right here I'm currently drawing, guys. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about I've been doing my 365 daily drawing challenge. And lately, I've been tracing some of my pieces. And I had a moment where I'm like, wait, can I call this my own? Am I allowed to do this? Or am I a fraud? Today, I want to talk about tracing in a way that's honest, real, and actually helpful. We'll cover today what's covered totally fine and what's not okay and clear examples. Part 1, why tracing even exists. Tracing exists because art is hard, period. That's a fact. Some things are extra hard, like hands, horses, faces, at weird angles, open mouths, armor, background, perspective, comics, anything under thing you're tired of, or you're just lazy and want to get something down on paper even when you're tired. Tracing is a tool, like using references, grids, light pads, 3D models. For create tools, the symmetry tool. Have you guys ever thought about that? The symmetry tool. Let that sink in. Stabilizers, etc. Tracing is a tool. I want to repeat that one more time. Tracing is a tool. It's not a setback. It's not calling you a lazy artist. It's not anything. It's just a tool, an art supply, if you will. Tools are not cheating. Do you pick up a pen and say that's cheating if you just not draw in pencil? Or do you draw in pencil and say, oh, I'm just drawing in pencil, that's not cheating? The goal isn't to never trace. The goal is to grow your skills and create your own work over time, meaning you can learn from tracing. Like, for example, I did my warrior horse and the warrior horse in my illustration tonight for day 16 of my 365-day drawing challenge. The horse had an open mouth and I was scared. And I was not, I was like, okay, I'm going to break myself here and draw an open mouth horse. And I did. And it turned out great. And that was probably one of the most epic pieces I've ever drawn in my life. Okay, I'm biased, but So back to what the point is to grow and learn your skills over time. You'll build your own library, mental library, which I call the mind's eye. When tracing is 100% okay, tracing your own work, cleanup, refining, polishing, you're still doing the same steps you would do in a normal illustration where you're just sketching without tracing. You're just doing your own steps, like a normal illustration. That's all there is to it. Tracing from your own photo reference. I highly encourage that to take your own photos. But if I'm being 100% real with you guys, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of flag from this, I have AI. And please don't comment in my comments and say, don't use AI, it's a waste of time, and blah, blah, blah. I respect your opinions. I do reply back to those comments and be like, thank you for your kind comment at ETC, and be like, but anyway, I use AI. I do trace from my AI images because they are my own prompts and I'm my own um generation or my own I generated prompts, if you will. So tracing is to learn. That's the next point. Practice studies, practice illustrations in your sketchbook. Not every sketchbook has to be perfect. I want to stress that. Tracing basic shapes for accuracy. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about. When you generate your own prompt, you can generate anything with AI. And also, tracing basic shapes, that's what I do. I do basic shapes. I don't necessarily go from detail to detail. I just trace the large shape first, like that has structure, building structure, and whatever drawing. And I usually just put guidelines down and call it good. I normally don't basically go from line to line or detail to detail and draw every single little detail there is. I just do my simple guidelines how I would draw it and then basically give the right proportions to make the drawing strong. That's what tracing is. Um, so I can stress that tracing AI images you generated yourself, yeah, uh, with your own prompts. You can say, for instance, posting a note on your Instagram, be like, AI is instant reference generated from my own prompts, the final art drawn by me. That is perfectly okay. You can definitely say that. And I highly recommend that. Just, I'm not trying. Okay, let me grab everything and pause right here and just say, like, I'm holding my hands up as I'm talking to you guys, or like through the script. But I'm just saying, like, with everything, even though it's AI generated, I would not highly recommend chasing another person's work or another artist's work, like Disney or anything like that. I'm not trying to talk down to you guys, and it's okay if you're doing it for learning purposes only. Like if you want to draw in that style, but I would not recommend calling it your own. Um, Here is the part four of this video. Um, so what I'm saying is I'm trying to be gentle in a way, but also teaching and like not really teaching, but like gentle in a way for you guys so like you guys feel comfortable with my channel and so on. So what I mean by um so my point is tracing official artwork. Um that is when tracing is not okay. And I am highly feel strong about that because AI is one thing, but tracing another artist is another thing. It's kind of like stealing art and calling it your own. That's a no-no in the art community. I want to stress that out. And I'm not the art police or anything like that. The art police is not going to come for you, but you could get negative comments if you did that. And I just fair warning to you guys, be honest with yourselves. It's one thing to use AI, but if you're stealing another person's artwork, that's yeah. Anyways, um, I could go on a rant for days on that, but I'm gonna save you guys some time and let's have some fun together in today's video. Even though it's more of a serious topic here, and let's get back on the topic right now because we're kind of like side tangent here. So my next point is tracing a photo claiming you invented the pose from imagination. Um, with that was a tricky one to deal with. Let me talk about that real quick. So tracing a photo of claiming you invented the pose, unless you took the photo your own self doing the pose and inventing it, I would say that's okay. But taking like a professional photographer's photo or anything on Pinterest or I would say that's also a red flag. Tracing forever to avoid learning. Learning should be a bridge, not the whole road or roadmap. Um, let that sink in. I am right now in the stage where I've been drawing for 11 years and I'm just using tracing as a quick sketch, if you will, and quick lay it down on paper because I freeze when I see a blank paper and tracing is just another tool for me to learn. And I'm also learning anatomy and composition and all that. So here is finally part four, the artist honesty scale. Now, um, level one, let's go through the levels. There are levels one through four, and levels one through three equals learning, creating, and level four is equals not okay. So we're gonna go through the scale here. The honesty scale. Let's talk about that real quick. So level one is totally original, drawn from imagination with references for guidance. Yes. Level two, reference based. Inspired by photos drawn in your own way, or it could be AI. Level 3, which is AI assisted, trace the base for structures and added your own style, detail, colors, and background. Layer 4, copied. This is going to be not okay level. Trace someone else's finished art and posted it like it's yours. That is red flag. I'd be very cautious in you doing that. Now, if you were to do a study and another person's style to artwork, that's another thing. You can also just uh, put it in a sketchbook and leave it there, or you can throw it away, or it could be like, call it a study, call it good. So part 5, how to treat the right way. We're getting to the good stuff here, guys. Tracing the stuff the right way. Add your voice. Here's rule number 1, by the way. Add your voice. Change color, background, mood. Anything you can change it. Change something. I would suggest do more than 3 things, and that way you can be able to call your own. And you can change the mood, you can change the outfit, change details, stylization, and style. Like there's this challenge, draw this in your own style. Draw this art in your own style, and it's on Instagram or TikTok, and that's been going around since, gosh, that's been going around a long time. And that's a good way to get your foot in the door for getting recognized. So I wanted to say that. And rule number 2, use tracing as a lesson. Ask, what did I learn from tracing? Like, for instance, I did my daily drawing challenge today, day 16 in Warrior Horse. I went to draw open house, or not open house, open horse mouth. You know how hard it is to draw open horse mouth, side profile? Yeah. Um, so I learned how to do that today, and I was quite pleased of how it turned out. So I'll put a picture at the end of what I'm talking about for Warrior Horse. So what matters most, or okay, let's backtrack a little bit. So rule number 3, don't be scared to admit it. Honestly, build confidence. That is the true point right there, honey. That is the true point right there. Don't be scared to admit it. I posted on Instagram today, and no, Facebook. Okay, I posted to both today. And what was I going with that point? See, this is like scripted. Okay, ignore that. Um, Rule number 4, don't trade other people's artwork, finished work, posting as original. We've already gone through that. I don't want to beat you down to the bush about that point though, but you guys did pretty good with everything I've been saying. Um, so part 6, final thoughts. We're going to final thoughts category here. Tracing it is not automatically wrong. It's not cheating. It's a tool. What matters most? Intent, honesty, and transformation. Transform your art, you guys. Take it one step at a time. Transform your art. That's the ability that tracing does for you. And I want to say this as a friend, as a YouTube artist, as someone, like, I'm not calling you guys cheaters. You are not cheaters at all. You guys are my friends. And I'm only doing this video just to do a video for you guys and crack down the case of good old tracing cheating type controversy. This is just a video pocket just for myself. Tracy, it's okay. Relax. Don't be too hard on yourself. And I say that to talk to myself that too. And I wanted to be all honest with you guys with that. So, anyways, that's a side note there. And Tracy helps you finish art, build confidence, and learn anatomy. That's a major win. Pat yourself on the back and finish that dang artwork. And finish that sketch in your sketchbook and you call it good, you call it gold, you call whatever you want to call it. That is a major win. Grab yourself a cookie, grab yourself a cup of coffee and celebrate. And be like, I drew today. I did something today. I showed up today. Guys, pat yourself on the back. That is a major one, especially if you're depressed and anxiety driven. That's a major one if you showed up for yourself, even if you trace. Because in all, it's still art, still doing the steps, and you're still focusing on what matters most to your heart. And tracing you to credit for someone else's creativity, that's where it's not okay. And not a fraud, you're an artist. And in the end, guys, we're all artists. We're all together as a community and the art world. We exist on Instagram and in the world, and we're bored to create. And I wanted this piece to be inspiring to you guys. And let me talking to you about my piece right here and my series I'm currently doing on Instagram and on YouTube, um, which is my manifestation series. It's been going on a while, and I've already done my first drawing, which I did trace, and I did trace this one right here. And I wanted to also talk to you about. I'm shaking my pen here, so I'll try to get it to work. Um, anyways, so this piece is Time Will Tell, and it's basically I'm doing pieces around tarot cards, and they're magical pieces. And I'm learning what I'm tracing about composition, about laying it down on the paper and not worrying or have any freeze up moments. And I'm just having a blast of drawing, and I am relaxing and coloring in, and you're still going through the same steps you would do when you're working on a finished illustration. So with that, my friends, with that, everyone, uh, if you like this video, like and subscribe and comment. Do you trace? Do you think it's okay? What are you working on right now? Let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you guys. Oh, by the way, I am using a glitter pen that Santa brought me for Christmas, and the piece as well. They're from the TikTok shop, and they're amazing. And I wanted to note that in the video. So if you have any questions or anything of supplies I am currently using, let me know down in the comments down below. Notification bell on, so yes, you won't miss a single video. And I hope you guys like today's video. Slightly different, slightly. I hope I did not talk down to you guys. And yeah, so if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know down in the comments down below. I hope you guys having a great day, whatever this is posted. And I'll let you guys go. And yeah, bye guys.